What's up, T Rex fans? Just wanted to give you guys the first service update. I got 500 or 600 miles on this puppy already. Very happy to report that there has been no issues on this so far. Compared to my 21 14RR, which many of you know who've watched my YouTube channel, I've had a lot of issues with. And I think there's a real big reason for that. Anybody who's buying these new Rexes will see that they all have 15 to 30 miles on them now. So they are definitely doing inspections on these things before releasing them, which I think is 100% critical and important, especially on something like this where you're only making 100, 150 of these things a year. You got the time to check them before they go. So that's really good news. I think it allows them to sort out a lot of the issues. I could tell right away as soon as I left the dealer in this thing, everything was spot on. All the little issues I had with my other one, the throttle cable, the gas cap, which we'll get into here in a second, the steering, all the little things that could just easily be checked by the dealer, or I'm sorry, by Campagna before they release them, seems to be checked. They've gone through the whole thing. They're putting enough miles on them to see, hey, you know what? We put 20 miles on this thing, no issues, everything seems good to go. So I'm very excited about that. Let's get into the gas cap, because they have definitely updated the gas cap since 21. They now have Newton caps on them. The old gas cap, if anybody who's experienced this or seen it on my other videos, was made out of just some really cheap plasticky type material on the inside. So what would happen is gas would hit it, the material would expand, and then the cap would get stuck on. And this didn't take long. I mean, your first fill up, you might not be able to open the cap, which is exactly what happened to me. And I had to have everything taken off. I had to order an aftermarket cap from another T Rex dealer that knew what was going on and kept them in stock, a guy down in Florida, super awesome customer service. But that's fixed. They got the Newton caps on them now. So what I've experienced with this cap, very minor issue to me, is it's a Newton cap. When I bought it and I was going around turns hard, I would smell gas. And the way to fix that for anybody experiencing this is if you look on the inside of the cap, there's a center bolt. That center bolt right there, tighten it slightly. And what that does is make the cap go on slightly tighter. So it feels pretty tight right there, nice and snug. And now I'm not getting any gas smell. So that's all you gotta do is just tighten that little bolt in there. Some people are saying they smell it. If you do, that's an easy fix. Fixed mine. But again, this cap is awesome. Thank you, Campagna. On and off, thingalabops. No reason to even be thinking about something like that in this day and age. So what have I done so far? I've added a couple little things to it. I added these TRX emblems, which are apparently for the Dodge Ram TRX, but they don't come on them stock or anything like that. They're just aftermarket ones. Super cheap on Amazon. You can get them in a lot of different colors. I think they really add to this thing. They're very high quality. And people definitely notice it when you're out on the street, so you can kind of see how good they look on there. Look great. Then I added a black one on my dashboard. Again, I think it looks awesome. Added some stickers that I ordered. They're just clear stickers. They look pretty good. I also drag-eat it. So if you look at my other videos, I drag-eat it and had it tuned before and after draggy. And when I tuned it by Woolick, if you get it tuned by Woolick, they can add launch control, which is awesome. So I set the launch control at 5,500. I think I could have got away with going to 6, maybe 6,500, but it's a pretty nice launch. My rollout 0 to 60 was 3.5, without rollout 3.8. This thing definitely could run a low 11. I ran 1190 in it, 1199 at almost 116. And that's with a 2.160 foot. So I think if you got the 60 foot down to 1.7, 1.8, launch this thing right way, you're gonna see a very low 11, 11.2, 11.3, maybe even 11.1, which is very, very fast. I'm a little disappointed. The 60 to 130 is pretty slow. I think it's almost 15 seconds. That seems way off considering what the ZX14 runs. This has exactly the same gear ratios, and it weighs double. So you would think this thing from 60 to 130 would pull really hard, and it feels like it does. It just on paper doesn't. Not too many guys are going to be going that fast in it anyway. I also have another video. I hit 145 on it. Had one more gear left. You could watch that on my channel as well. That's according to the speedometer. I didn't look at the draggy when I did that. I'm assuming that's high, so I was probably going maybe somewhere in the 130 mark, 135. But other than that, I've been very pleased. I did the first service. I put Motul in for my oil. I adjusted the chain, which you could watch how to do that on my channel as well. And everything has just gone really well. I'm very impressed with this one. I'm hoping to keep it and have fun with it. Yeah, and that's about it. I'll update you guys again. I'm gonna do maybe a 1,000-mile update on this thing right now. I'm at 500-600 miles. Any questions, feel free to comment.